When I was a freshman, I was intent on going to France. I went to school 8 miles from home, and so I was intent on going to study abroad for at least a semester, maybe a year. And I knew I wanted to go to France, and so before I even started at Leeds, I started looking at the study abroad programs and wanted to figure out which one I could do. But they were all so expensive, and none of them were really business focused. And so I didn't know any better. I set up an appointment with the dean. I walked in and I said, I want to study abroad, and there aren't any business school study abroad programs in France that I can afford. And he's like, well, what do you mean? How much are they? And he was so blown away by the numbers. He couldn't believe how much people spend on study abroad. You're looking at $27,000+ for a semester. And so I said, there has to be an easier way to do this. There has to be an exchange program where you can pay the same amount of money to go to school here and then just go to a school abroad. And he goes, well, wrote down a name on a piece of paper. He said, go talk to this guy. And so it was the name of a professor who was the head of the international education program at Leeds. And so I went and actually worked for him for 2 years and we developed 3 different programs. We developed 2 in China, or 2 in Japan. One was a graduate program and one was an undergraduate program, and then another one in Paris. And so then my junior year, I went to Paris for the whole year. My junior year, I was accepted into the U.S. Olympic Committee for their full spring semester internship. I knew I'd always had an interest in sports marketing, and I'd attended the 2002 Olympic Games with my family when I was in high school. Working for the Olympics was something, for the U.S. Olympic Committee, was something that I was really interested in. And so I applied to the program, but I also knew that it was a very competitive internship, and so to be able to get a position, I needed to really make myself stand out. So the summer before I applied, I volunteered at a bunch of sporting events sponsored by the U.S. Olympic Committee. They're located in Colorado Springs, so I was able to volunteer for different events down there and also up in the mountains. I also called as many people as I could, asked if anybody knew, and I had a couple of friends who, in the end, it turned out that they knew people who worked within the committee as well, and so I sent out letters, and I got the internship. I graduate in 8 weeks, and so to look at that and not worry is a little bit hard, but then at the same time, I think that I have this whole lifetime ahead of me to really figure out exactly what it is that I love and what I want to be doing. If I had to sit down and choose something concrete that I wanted to be able to say I was doing in 5 years, I want to eventually get an MBA, and I want to be doing something that I love. I want to wake up in the morning and go to work and love what I'm doing. Maybe I'll just get in my car and drive to Vancouver and go watch the Olympics. I don't know.